Now we're going over to the fight of the day. Incredible racing in stock 600. It was a fight for the title. Last race, last day, last corner. Finishing on third position, race number 6, Max Anderlein. These two guys were just like gladiators today, fighting and fighting. It was awesome to watch them. Race number 40, Mr. Alan Jarfi. Excellent, excellent one. But he was quicker today. He showed the nerves. He had it. Race number 144, Mr. Gerald Junior Gesselpower. Wow, big round of applause for these guys. Anthem. I can't thank you enough for the fights this year that you showed us, guys. Everybody in all classes, thank you so very, very much. And look, they still love each other. Okay, don't run away. We're going to do now overall for the whole season 2018. We're going to start again with the Super Sport class, so this is for the whole season, Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship 2018, class Super Sport 600. We have here on third position with his race number 52, but he's absent today, he couldn't come, Mr. Oliver Koenig. Oh, he's not here, I know, but just to say he finished. We have on second position, I don't see him upstairs, Mr. Molnar. Gergo. My dear fans, help me out. Do you see him in his box downstairs somewhere? He crashed. He didn't come back yet. No? Okay. Okay, we'll give him the prize then. We have one person here. He finished this year with 278 points as first. Mr. Martin Vugrinets, champion 2018 class Super Sport. Yeah. Thank you very much. We're going now to class stock 600 for overall championship 2018. He finished on third position with 158 points, Mr. Valhutta. Herr Wallhütter, sind Sie da? Kommt schon, super. Hat auch seine Frau gesagt. Da ist er. Herr Wallhütter, Dritter. Overall third. Following him, or in front of him, with 243 points, Mr. Alan Jarfi. As he said, very close, just 7 more points with his last race in the last corner, Mr. Gesselbauer. champion 2018 class Stock 600 in Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing this beautiful racing Sunday. Next is the Super Stock 1000 category. This is a category where everything is resolved, where Michal Fila already took the championship. But yesterday he had a misfortune and his bike broke down. And he lost his position in the BMW Trophy. We'll see how this one plays out today. So yesterday Arnold Friedrich won in front of Kamil Krzemian and Adrian Pasek. Chmelik was fourth, then Pesek, Svitok, Falat, Szczesny, Uklea. And Sembera didn't finish, also didn't Michal Fila. And Michal Prasek crashed from yesterday's race. And therefore he lost his position in the overall standings. And they are off. Great start for Arnold Friedrich.
There was heartbreaking from Arnold Friedrich. He lost the second position after the start. Michal Prasek is now on the second place, and Michal Fila is opening a gap. There was a small contact between Arnold Friedrich and Michal Fila at the first corner immediately after the start.
Fila is immediately pulling away, as he did yesterday, but fortunately technical trouble got to him and he lost it. So Prasek is now on the second position. He's in a fight with Adrian Pasek for the third position in the overall standings. Second is Friedrich. Fila goes excellent. First lap is behind us. Prasek is defending his position. So Prasek, Friedrich, Pasek.
Then we have Krzemian and Chmelik. Karel Pesek is on 7th place, Tomas Svitok is 8th, Piotr Falat 9th, Jaroslav Szczesny is 10th, Maciej Uklea is 11th. Michal Sembera did not start this race after the crash yesterday. He was not able to join the race today.
So Fila is still in the lead. Prasek would get 20 points for the second position. And it's 13 points for the fourth position that has been held by Pasek. So he would lose the third place by just a couple of points. Now Friedrich goes and overtakes Michal Prasek.
guys. Thank you. One more.
Michal Fila is still in the lead in front of Arnaud Friedrich. Michal Prasek in this moment is third. Adrian Pasek is fourth. Michal Fila immediately after the start of the race opened the gap, and after this lap the gap was around 1.8 seconds. Arnaud Friedrich is now on the second place. He is trying to catch Michal Fila on his home track, but Michal Fila in this moment is very dominant and his lead is nearly 2 seconds.
Yes, now Friedrich holds the second position. Can Prasek stay with him, or will Pasek come near? But now Friedrich opens a gap. A big gap, I must add, and we are entering the start and finish line once more. So Prasek is immediately falling back. He's almost behind him as much as Pasek is again behind him. So Friedrich had to warm up his tires to gain pace. But Prasek definitely can't go with Friedrich and Fila. Friedrich now seems to be closing down on Michal Fila. Yes, he most definitely is closing down on Fila. It's under half a second of distance. So this will be now a fight for the victory between Friedrich and Fila. They are now extremely close. We go on to the home straight. Friedrich now tries to show himself on the inside, but still was a bit behind. But now he's extremely close, and he will most definitely try to attack in the upcoming corners. Maybe this time, no, he's still not near enough. It'll be a close fight between them.
But do not forget Michal Prasek. He is very near. He is very near.
So Fila, Friedrich and Prasek is the leading group. The fastest lap of the race belongs to Arnaud Friedrich. It's 128.320. That's 6/10 faster than our leading man, Michal Fila. In the last lap, they went almost the same, 6,000ths of a second went Friedrich faster.
But last time around, Michal Prasek was faster than Arnaud Friedrich and Michal Fila. It is around 1/10 of the second. Michal Prasek was 1:29.122, while Arnaud Friedrich was 1:29.254. So, as I told before, let's not forget Michal Prasek. Michal Prasek will go until the end. This is for sure. he crashed yesterday. He desperately need points because potentially he can be the third in the championship, and for sure he will go for the win.
But now Friedrich is on the move, and he tries to go on the inside. And yes, he passes in front of Michal Fila. Yes, we have a new leader. It's Arnaud Friedrich in front of Fila, but Fila will try to overtake him immediately. Yes, Fila manages to take the leading position again. Now this, of course, helps Michal Prasek to come very close. Again, we are at the home straight, and Friedrich again goes in front of Fila on the straight. And he's again our new leader. So Arnaud Friedrich stays in front and holds his line. Can maybe now Prasek join them. He is also close to Fila, but it's not easy. They all have similar bikes. They all ride a BMW. So Friedrich in the front, Fila is second, Prasek is third. But Prasek is now very close.
Yes, Prasek is now very close to Michal Fila, and as I told before, he is fighting for the third position in the championship. He needs as much as possible points to get in this race, and as I told before, for sure he will go on 110% to go in front of Michal Fila and Arnaud Friedrich. But in this moment, Arnaud Friedrich is opening a gap in front of Michal Fila. Last time around, Arnaud Friedrich was the fastest on the track. The gap between him and Michal Fila is around 0.5 seconds, and as we can see, just behind is also Michal Prasek.
7.5 laps to go. We'll see. Can Prasek close down on Fila? Prasek is close, but still on a distance. Fila is still controlling the pace and the rhythm. Again, we go over the start and finish line. Friedrich has extended his lead. We have 7 laps to go.
Yes, the gap from Friedrich to Fila is now 0.8 seconds, and Michal Prasek is behind Fila for 0.5. But we still have 7 laps to go, and this is far from over.
Fila was a bit faster than Prasek in the last lap, but it's far from over, as you said. Nothing is changing in this leading group. Friedrich still controlling the race. But He hasn't managed to pull away, so this is still a close fight for the victory. Now we'll be having 6 laps at the end of this race. Maybe in the last 6 laps, the pace can change and Fila could come close again to compete for the victory. The same times by each rider is being set lap by lap, so we are missing a bit of action, but still it's a very close fight for the victory between Friedrich, Fila and Praszek. Half a second between Fila and Friedrich and 1.3 seconds between Praszek and Friedrich. So Praszek is falling back behind a bit, couple of tenths for sure.
But Michael Fila is closing to Friedrich. We will see what the times will be after they cross the finish line, but Michael Fila is on the tail of the Friedrich's bikes. Yes, the last time it was 0.8, now it is 0.2. So Michael Fila is back in the game.
Half a second and now 2.5 tenths difference. Can Fila now close down completely? It's 5 laps to go. Sure, this will be a fight until the last corner. Praszek is trying to stay with them, but it's not easy. Friedrich is a bit faster on this line changing, but he cannot break away from Fila, who is at one part closing down, but on the other falling back. So it's a tie for this moment. Again, Friedrich pulled away a bit, but it's too little to be taken into consideration, so still the head-on is here in the Superstock 1000 category. Now Friedrich went a bit wide and Fila is immediately on his tail. Surely he feels the pressure and it's not easy. Fila is already the champion in this Superstock 1000 class. Expecting a fight in this upcoming laps. It's just 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 laps to go. Who will it be? Will it be Michael Fila or Arnold Friedrich? Praszek is way behind the position number 3.
This will be interesting until the end. We have 2.5 laps until the end of this race, and this is not over yet. The gap now is less than 0.2 seconds. Michal Fila is a very experienced rider, and for sure he has something left for the end of this race.
Equal times between Fila and Friedrich. But in this 2.5 laps to go, it will be all guns out. We are entering the penultimate lap. Fila versus Friedrich. Can maybe Fila take a swing? Again, it looks like Friedrich broke away slightly, 1/10 maybe. But it's still far from over.
Yes, now Friedrich is opening a gap a little bit, step by step, few meters in each corner. But only a small mistake in these final laps can decide the winner of this race.
Slight mistake would be enough for Fila to take victory. But it seems like Friedrich is pulling away in this penultimate lap especially. He took a 10th for sure, maybe even more.
And we are in the last lap.
Yes, we entered the final lap, ladies and gentlemen, this Superstock 1000 category. Final lap of the final Superstock race. It has been an exciting season throughout, although Fila won almost every time until this last race. But surely next season, Friedrich and Praszek will have to say something about it.
This was the first season for Arnold Friedrich in the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship as a young rider. He came to Alpe Adria, and as we can see now, from the first races when he struggled a lot, now he is in the position to win a race in front of Michal Fila.
And that is not nearly simple as it seems. We are in the final sector, we are exiting onto the start and finish line, and it's a victory for Arnold Friedrich in front of Michal Fila, and it will be Michal Praszek on the third position. We are waiting for him to pass over the line. And a double victory for Arnold Friedrich. After yesterday, Fila's bike broke down and Friedrich took victory. Now today, without any help, Friedrich takes the victory in this Superstock 1000 race. Excellent performance by him. It has been a great race from the first lap to the last. After this race, we will have, of course, our final race of the weekend. It's the second race of the Superbike category, ladies and gentlemen. Can Karl Hanneke again take victory? Stay with us. We are now taking a short break, and after that we'll be with the season finale with the Superbike race number 2. Stay with us.
Okay, sorry for the wait. I have the results in for Alpe Adria class stock 1000 here, race Oschersleben. And for today's race, which was again excellent, good fighting, he finished on third position with his race number 6, Mr. Michal Prashek. Second position in today's race with his race number 55, Mr. Michal Fila. But his home track with his race number 37, nobody could stop him today, Mr. Arnold Friedrich. Ladies and gents, come over the red line, please. My fans, come to over the red line. Thank you very much, everyone, ladies. Big round of applause for the guys for today's race. Don't run away. I'm still waiting for the overall results because second and third position are very, very close for all season 2018. So I'm still waiting for those results.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our season finale. This is the final race of this weekend and of this season. It has been an excellent year, and it's all coming to an end in about 25 minutes. In front of you, this is the Superbike category, second race of the weekend. The first race was held yesterday. Yesterday at 4:30 p.m. and Karl Hanika took an excellent victory with over 15 seconds of a difference between Julian Mayer and Philipp Stenmeier. Two of those guys had an excellent fight, but then Julian Mayer won in front of Philipp Stenmeier for a small difference of around 1/10 of a second. That means that Karl Hanika also took 25 points for the victory and plus 1 point more for the fastest lap of the race. And therefore, it's only a 6-point difference between Karl Hanika and Philipp Stenmeier in the overall classification for the second position. And Julian Mayer already won the championship with a big gap. Everything is set. Riders are coming to their positions. Everything is set. We are waiting for the back steward and the green flag. The green flag is up. And now the start. And they are off. Excellent start for the second place man. That's Julian Mayer.
Karel Hanika is in front, Pavel Skopek is second after the first two corners. Then Julian Mayer. And then it is Philipp Stenmeier. Thomas Berghammer is on the position number 5.
A crowded situation up in the front. So Hanika in front of Skopek. Pavel Skopek finished 5th yesterday. after he held his position solidly through the first part of the race. Skopek is very close to Hanika, but Hanika knows he needs to warm up his tires a bit better than yesterday, especially because we have lower temperatures than we had yesterday, so a bit of a different situation. Although the sun has managed to peek through the clouds briefly, but only on one part of the track, as you can see. The other part is in the dark. This is a long race. We have 16 laps to go. Yesterday's race was stopped due to red flag after we had a crash of Pavel Gorka, and then his bike stayed very close to the track, and therefore the safety reason weren't at a level. The race was red flag due to safety conditions.
We are in the second lap of this race. As you can see, Karel Hanika is in the lead in front of Pavel Skopek. Julian Mayer is on second position. Philip Steinmeier is fourth. Ondrej Ježek is fifth. Thomas Berghammer is sixth. Marek Skopek is seventh. Kemal Krzemien is on position number 8. Hannes Schaffhauser is ninth. And Christopher Kammer is closing the leading 10 riders in this race.
Again over the finish line. 15 laps to go. Fastest lap of the race for Karel Hanika, 1:28.801. Slightly faster than Pavel Skopek, who went 1:28.837. So Skopek is right on the tail of Karel Hanika. If classification would stay this way, with Philip Steinmeier not coming in better than third position and Hanika winning, Hanika would take the second place overall in the standings for the Superbike. So Hanika, Skopek, Mayer, Steinmeier, Ježek, Marek Skopek, then Berghammer, Krzemien, Kemer, Schaffhauser, Gorka, Lewandowski, Moranski, Welbski, Urdunicek, Warner, François, and Mathieu. We have 18 riders on the track. Kumlena, Valtonen, and Sikora didn't start the race. Skopek still close to Hanika. Less than 0.05 of a second. Skopek was slower than Hanika, but as you see, it's the same gap as it was, around 0.2 of a second. And in this stage, Hanika cannot break away just yet.
Philip Steinmeier is near Julian Mayer. Philip Steinmeier is still fighting for the position number 2 in the championship with Karel Hanika, and for him it is very important to overtake Julian Mayer. We will see. Maybe this is a potential fight. Karel Hanika is pulling slowly away in front of Pavel Skopek. Julian Mayer still second, Philip Steinmeier fourth, Ondrej Ježek is fifth. The fastest lap of this race in this moment is holding Karel Hanika, 1:28.670.
In the first sector, Skopek was faster than Hanika. almost 1/10 of a second, but then he was half a second slower in the second sector, and in the third sector, half a tenth again slower is Skopek than Hanika. And last lap again, the fastest lap of the race, 1:27.969. And the fastest lap for Skopek also 1:28.306. So Skopek is riding at his best. Yesterday he went 1:29.243. Today he is much faster. Almost a clear second faster than yesterday is Pavel Skopek. So this cooler weather definitely suits him. Hanika still leading, and the battle for the third place between Meyer and Stenmeyer is still on. Surely Stenmeyer will try to pass in front of Meyer, but still we didn't see any attacks. Yesterday also they were very close, but Julian Meyer again finished in front. We see 4/10 of a second gap between Hanika and Skopek. And then 4.5 seconds behind them, it's Meyer and Stenmeyer, who is then... Ooh! We have a situation. Skopek is almost down. He is trying to save himself without falling down. Can he break? He loses positions and crashes as he almost stopped. He almost had a high side crash. We'll try to get it in a replay to see again the situation, but what an unbelievable outcome of this event. He had strong for Hanika, but had a difficult situation. He couldn't stop the bike and jump on it.
And now he is on 18th position.
What a tough luck for Pavel Skopek.
Yeah, but
just as we said that he is riding a second faster than yesterday, he blows it away.
Yes, and as we spoke yesterday, Pavel Skopek is very, very aggressive rider, and
we have a replay. Yes, it was almost a high side crash, which took him out of his seat, but he couldn't bring his left foot up on the bike and to rejoin the race. But at least he didn't crash more heavily, and he didn't crash into Stenmeyer in this situation. This was very close, and just a slight crash with...
And in the moment of the crash, his younger brother passed near him, Marek Skopek, and they are fighting for the championship title in the Polish championship. So as we talked yesterday, Pavel Skopek is a very aggressive rider, and he has so many falls during this season. He is always pushing more than 100%, and the result of that is that he has so many crashes during this season, but also during his career. The most important thing is that he is okay. He rejoined the race, and
yes, he is here with
this season we already this season we already had a race when Pavel Skopek crashed 3 times and finished the race. So maybe this race is not over for him. For sure, he will try to attack and get as much as possible points for Alpe Adria, but also for the Polish championship.
Now we have a new order. It's Hanika, Meyer, and then Stenmeyer. So now Stenmeyer, if comes in front of Meyer, then he will stay in the second position in the overall standings. But what a performance by this man right here. We were mentioning yesterday that yesterday was exactly 5 years after Karl Hanika won the European Moto3 Championship and the Red Bull Rookies Cup. 5 years ago, it was the first weekend in September when was the finale of the European Championship of the Moto3 category. And there Hanika won in an exciting race and in a fearsome battle with, as I recall, 3 or 4 riders. And after that, his career launched off. He went on to compete in the Moto3 Red Bull KTM team for 2 seasons. After tough luck there, he stayed on for some time in other teams and then joined Mercury Racing, his team today, in which he competes in the Endurance World Championship and has solid results. But this year he had a bit of bad luck when he crashed Pannonia Ring and broke his collarbone, and therefore lost 50 points that he needed so much the overall standings to fight with Julian Meyer for the overall standings for the title. But anyway, he can be satisfied with this season. He managed to recover well and had a solid performance at the Val d'Or. And most definitely, in the future, we will see a lot of him in the World Championships. We are looking at the battle for the second place between Meyer and Stenmeyer. Number 411 and number 95. Again, we are with Hanika, who has a comfortable lead. As he had yesterday, he won with 15 seconds of a gap. Now he has over 9.5 seconds. And he still holds the fastest lap of the race.
As we also spoke yesterday, a lot of riders from the Superbike class, but also Superstock 1000 class from Alpe Adria are participating World Endurance Championship. This Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship is a fantastic place to practice, to test a lot of parts on the bikes, to test the tires for the World Endurance. And from today's race, Karel Hanika, Julian Meyer, Philipp Steinmeier, Ondrej Ježek, Marek Skopek, Christopher Kemmer, then Pavel Gorka, Pavel Skopek, all those riders participated in the World Endurance Championship race at Val d'Or race, 24-hour Val d'Or race a few weekends ago, and for sure Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship will remain the place and the championship where all those riders will come and test the parts and the bikes and the tires for the World Endurance races. Six and a half laps to go until the end of this race. Karel Hanika is still the leader of this race. He also set the fastest lap of this race, 1:27.630. Julian Meyer is on the second place, Philipp Steinmeier is third, Ondrej Ježek is fourth, Marek Skopek is fifth, Christopher Kemmer is sixth, Hannes Schaffhasel is seventh, Kamil Kerzemian is eighth, Bartłomiej Lewandowski is ninth, and Thomas Berghammer is closing the leading 10 riders in this Superbike race, the final race of 2018 season of Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship.
Excellent season throughout. We hope you enjoyed every moment as we did, ladies and gentlemen. After we visited Slovakia ring and Tor Poznan, we went on to Pannonia ring, and then we went to Grobnik in Rijeka. After that was the Red Bull ring, and now we are in Oschersleben on our season grand finale. 6 competitions, 12 races, opened the type of championship for everyone to compete. We again invite you all, ladies and gentlemen, you all who are competing in other championships, to come and join us on these all beautiful track venues where you all can come and participate, become victorious, and compete with best riders in Europe. And in the future, I'm sure we'll have a lot of riders from all across the world. This year we had a wide range of nationalities being displayed in our championship. We hope it will expand throughout the next season. Hanika goes over the finish line, and now it's 5 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen, in this final Superbike race in the year 2018. Hanika is still in his comfortable lead, which is well expanded to over 12.5 seconds. But Stenmeyer is now in front of Meyer, and that's a difficult situation for Hanika, who, if the race stays that way, will most definitely lose his title. Where is the fight for the second place? It's only a couple of tenths of a difference.
Four laps to go. Karel Hanika still in front. His gap now in this moment is nearly 13 seconds. 13.7 seconds in front of Philipp Steinmeier. Philipp Steinmeier overtook Julian Meyer in the last lap, and now Philipp Steinmeier is keeping the second position in the championship. Julian Meyer is now third, Ondrej Ježek is fourth, Marek Skopek is fifth, Christopher Kemmer is sixth. The gap between Philipp Steinmeier and Julian Meyer in this moment is 0.25 seconds.
It has been a 6-point difference between Hanika and Philipp Steinmeier. So 1 point for the fastest lap. We have 5 points. And then Hanika comes first, Steinmeier comes second, and then they have the equal amount of points.
Yes, and then it will be important who has more wins in the championship, and in this case probably it will be Hanika on the second place in the championship.
Yes, a bit of a different situation.
But now we can see that also Ondrej Ježek is approaching to Julian Meyer. Ondrej Ježek in this moment is on 4th position, Julian Mayer is 3rd, and Philipp Steinmeier in front of them is on 2nd position. The gap between those three riders are very, very small, altogether 0.6 seconds. Karel Hanika now is in front of the Philipp Steinmeier for 14.6 seconds.
Yes, big gap for Hanika. Steinmeier is 2nd. Mayer holds on for the 3rd position. Ježek is 4th, but Mayer won't give up so easily. "15 seconds of a gap." We are in the final sector. Can maybe Ježek come in front of Mayer? Maybe Mayer lost some pace. They all ride the same. Steinmeier, Mayer, and Ježek. Mayer is going hard, trying to take as much speed as possible into the corners. We are at the home straight. Penultimate lap is in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. Just 2 laps to go. Laps to go. Hanika has a big advantage. It's
Ondrej Ježek is in fight with Julian Mayer. There was a slight
contact, yes,
contact between them, but just a small touch. I'm here, I'm in front, leave me to pass, and Julian Mayer is in front. Ondrej Ježek is still 4th.
Yes, Ježek is trying to take his first podium after a long time here. He came back. This is the situation again when Mayer touched Ježek, but it was without any big consequences.
Pavel Skopek in this moment is on 13th place in the race. After the crash in the early stages of this race, now he is 13th.
Hanika now
is overtaking
the back marker, yes.
Yeah, David Užedniček. Karel Hanika is in the last lap. His advantage over Philipp Steinmeier now is 14.5 seconds.
Hanika is taking this one home and taking the 2nd place overall in the standings as well. Difficult season for him, but surely he will come back even stronger for the next season. He's in the 2nd sector. Entering the 3rd sector. So we are waiting for Karel Hanika to pass onto the start and finish line.
And Karel Hanika finished the race on the 1st position. He wins this race, and now we will see who will be the 2nd.
Yes, we are waiting for a 2nd place man. It should be Philipp Steinmeier in front of Julian Mayer, but where is Ondrej Ježek?
No, Ondrej Ježek is 3rd, Julian Mayer is 4th.
Yes, 93 thousandths of a second is difference between Ježek and Julian Mayer. And Ježek claims his first podium of the season. in this last race of the year. Big fight was between Ježek and Mayer. Also, Stenmeyer and Mayer had a big fight in the middle of the race. But all congratulations go to Karl Hanika, the man who was unbeatable this weekend, and I'm sure it wouldn't be so easy for Julian Mayer to take the championship if Hanika didn't crash on Pannonia Ring. They would be surely neck to neck with points. Number 411, Philipp Stenmeyer, and 98, Karl Hanika. Second and third place man in the overall classification with the same amount of points, but Hanika had more victories, and therefore the second place goes to him. Outstanding races. All of them have been this whole weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We had tricky conditions this morning, but everything went smoothly without any rain. That's the most important thing. Even the sun broke through the clouds and shines a bit on us and on the pit lane. Excellent season throughout, ladies and gentlemen. We visited 6 different tracks. We went into 6 different places, countries. Had 12 excellent races in the Supersport 300 category. The combined races of the 600s, Superstock and Supersports. And then Superstock 1000 and, of course, the Superbike race. In the Supersport 300 category, Samuel Aaron Lockhoff won the championship. In the 600s, Martin Vugrinec took the title in the Supersport 600 category. Gerald Gesselbauer managed to stay in front of Alan Geoffrey and took the title home. In the Superstock 1000, Michal Fila was untouchable this whole season. He won on 9 out of 12 races, and 2 he didn't finish, and on 1 he finished second. So it was an impressive performance by him. And this man on your screens, number 95, Julian Mayer, was victorious in this season, and he took the title in the Superbike category for his Motorrad Mayer racing team. This whole season and whole broadcast has been brought to you by Lutek Racing. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast throughout the Euroval production, and we hope that you will all join us in the next season, where we'll have a lot of new innovations and maybe some new tracks. Thank you also, Dan, for being with me this whole season. I hope you enjoyed.
I hope all our spectators enjoyed Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. This championship is well known in the central part and Mediterranean part of Europe for so many years. From this season, it is Lutek Racing that is organizing and promoting Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. This championship is open for the riders all over the world. So this season and through this season, we had riders from Australia, from Japan, we have riders from South Africa, Sweden, Belgium,
Denmark
Finland,
also.
Denmark, and all the Alpe Adria countries. So we invite you all to join us next season in the Alpe Adria International Motorcycle Championship. It will be again organized by Lutek Racing, and I hope that you will join us as riders, but also you will watch us next season the same as it was through this season. and we hope that you enjoy this broadcast and all the races during this season, from Slovakia Ring, the first race in the season, throughout all the season, and these finals here in Germany in Oschersleben.
Yes, outstanding season, no question about it. What else to say? As you said, we hope our viewers enjoyed this broadcast and that you will be joining us again next season. My name is Mislav Perkušić, and throughout this season with me was Mr. Dejan Grbac. We thank you all again and hope to see you soon.